Hi, this is a reading for you. It is not attached to a zodiac sign nor timeline. The intention is, if you come across this reading, it should help you in some way. That being said, let's get started. One thing I'll note here is you likely have someone who is putting off contacting you or is sort of consciously trying to ignore reaching out. And that may come from a place of mostly pride, I think. They're probably investigating things. Now, let's get to you. Meanwhile, you're sort of clinging on to something. You're not necessarily burning with passion for this. It may be a person, it may be a job, it may be anything like that, but you're sort of maintaining strength and holding back, right? But you're also sort of reviewing your options, going over different scenarios or something like that, sort of looking around to see what options you have. You're going to take action very soon. And there may be a level of difficulty with this, but as you're sort of able to walk away from, I want to say scenarios that cause problems, or involving yourself with people you shouldn't maybe, you're going to leave that behind, and that's basically going to bring in a level of confidence and, sort of moving on from this level of being jaded. And mind you, I don't think that you necessarily see this coming, because you have the Ten of Cups right now, and it's clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So the way I'm seeing this is you sort of have this really awesome scenario. Things are going really well for you. However, I think a lot of the pessimism comes from basically over-investigation and not learning your lessons on things. You tend to repeat patterns or repeat bad habits, and ultimately that is what leads to your demise or your lack of wish fulfillment. But I don't think that that's the case here, because where you're sort of beginning to operate from a more balanced or wise place, this brings you to a new level of emotional fulfillment and probably the start of new chapters for yourself. You're able to sort of stop examining everything. You're able to sort of drop your anxiety and proceed forward with what you're meant to do. And in a lot of ways, I think that that's focusing on higher things, the mysteries, your intuition. You're sort of taking the less traveled path. And as you further go this way, this brings in a massive amount of inspiration, creativity, creative thought, inspiration. You may even receive communications, offers, sort of a lot of movement to your benefit. But it's as you're sort of able to let go and sort of embrace what is pulling you in without judgment, without skepticism, sort of with an open heart and mind. Your advice is, you know, basically to leave behind problematic people and situations, particularly those who are dishonest or harsh. Any sort of toxic, maybe even like party environments, things like that. You know, it's sort of leaving behind those that hold on to false securities, false ideals, false comforts, and you are to basically remain very focused on your goals, your vision, and your internal work for yourself. As you set boundaries with people and as you sort of protect your position, you know, again, the outcome is the Ace of Cups. And this might entail sort of telling everybody to back off while you sort of focus on this whole new endeavor, relationship, or direction. Because, I mean, we have Justice, the Magician, and the Two of Cups. You know, this could be a very ideal relationship or partnership in some way. But there's a need to sort of part ways from that burdens you or holds you back or that no longer fulfills. And you've probably understood this for some time because you don't even really feel bound to this anymore. I think it's more so, you know, a level of focusing on the negative or regrets, or you feel bad for, you know, going in a new direction, you know, and that might entail leaving behind certain people or whatever. But the fact is you sort of understand and know what is meant for you and what isn't at this point. So the further you go ignoring that, it's just going to cause you pain, complications, and so on. Healing. True healing of the heart, of the mind, body, and soul. So yeah, in a lot of ways, I think there's a lot of depth growing within you. And there's a need to sort of, you know, okay, so in the recent past, we have listening to divine wisdom, joyfully learning life's lessons. So again, I think you've come to understand a lot of this already. And right now, it's sort of crucial that you protect what is important to you. Strong protective magic over the family and home. That, and if you practice magic or have, you know, deities you work with or anything, there's a strong sense of protection with that. And, you know, in the near future, we have perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. But I love the outcome of that because it's fire. The element of fire hurls new life, renewed passion, new positive transformation. Wishes come true. So in a lot of ways, make sure you're seeing things correctly. Make sure that you're not overlooking or parting ways from the wrong people. Sometimes we can trick ourselves like that when we're emotionally out of balance in some way. But we do have love charm and wishes come true. Goddess, healing feminine energy. Protection, wishes come true. I don't think it matters what you do. I think that if you don't handle this, it's going to be handled for you, basically. It may just be a lot more pleasant if you handle it yourself, though. There's a specific turn of the tides. Achievement, goddess, again, protection. This is about protecting what is meant for you. Don't squander it over vices, people, codependency, anything. You know, what is for you is what is for you. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. Don't surround yourself with those who tear you down or environments, any of that. Stay very focused right now. Look, the sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fortune and fame. And it doesn't have to be as extravagant as fortune and fame, but apply it to your life how it would fit, you know. This is a time for you, so make sure you're focused on you and what is right for you and what you want. Heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. Prosperity. Serendipitous events, luck. So, I don't know, I feel like you're sort of being broken out of a long-term sentence here. So make sure you don't bring along any of the, you know, people from past ways that don't fit you anymore, that don't serve you, or that you're simply just not interested in. And take time to process who and what that is. So that being said, I'm going to take this a bit further on my Patreon. So if you want to see the extended version of this reading, that will be available on my Patreon, which is the first link below. Also, please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you guys on Patreon or next time. Have a great night.